Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Husna Khairani, and I'm going to talk about focus and language learner styles, strategies, and motivation. So about first we need to know that the learning process of the language, the success rate is different for everyone, and it depends on many factors. It influenced by many factors, especially the learner's characteristics. It is the learner's characteristic is also different for everyone because it involves many factors like their personal experience, styles, strategies, motivation, and so on. So we can say that every student have bring their own package like luggage when they are started learning. So we have different starting points. So that's why we cannot expect that we will end up in the same final or in the same position when we have different starting points. We cannot assume that. That's why everyone have their own process. And next one is the characteristic that can that is that are outside the control of teachers. The first one is age. These teachers cannot control our age, right? But they can help us with our learning process based on our age, because researchers have stated that those who are in lower age tend to get better learning process in immerse setting, like natural setting. Maybe they have to talk uh, directly to the speak or talk directly to the native or something like that. And for the older people, they are better in classroom settings. And the next characteristic is gender. Researchers have proven that women are better in language learning. But nowadays we cannot say that easily because nowadays gender have become more complicated. And next is language aptitude. Aptitude is like natural talent. So each those are people who have natural talents in learning. So maybe they are good at memorizing, so they are it easier for them to learn a language. But we cannot let this thing bring us down, because we can boost our process by find the correct motivation, correct styles, and our also strengthen our motivation. And the third point is the learning styles. As I have said before, every people have their own preferences. Maybe some people uh, learn easier in from visual, or maybe auditory, or hands-on, or sensory, or something like that. So you need to find your own style so you can access the correct material or the correct tools that will help you boost your uh, learning process. And the fourth point is about the learner strategies. So good learners use strategies or methods to enhance their learning process. And those strategies also used for us to acquire knowledge for language, and also in that language. And language use can be seen in when we apply it, like speaking or the interaction with other people. That's where we can see how our language strategies works. And after that, we have communication strategies. So communication strategies is like the strategies that we do in communication to avoid the knowledge gap in between us. There are like many methods. For example, the avoidance by changing the topic. Maybe our partners do not are not capable to talk about something that we are interested in. Maybe the higher one, like maybe low or something like that. So we need to change the topic to keep the communication going. And also we have circumlocution. So we describing the word. Maybe our partners don't know about the meaning of word, so we can describe it by using easier words that they might understand. And also we can use gesture, translation, or code switching to make them understand that. And next we have a cognitive, metacognitive, affective and social strategies. So cognitive is like our mental states, like we memorizing or analyzing, while metacognitive is like how we plan, we how we plan something to do. And then for the affective, how we regulate our emotion and motivation. For the social, it's is how we interact with others. And next point is about the uh, strategies used by skills areas. We have seven in this. First one is like speaking. We have listening. We can listening by looking at the gestures. For speaking, we can also use gesture to describe something. And for reading, we can make summarize, or we can quick reading to get the information scanning. And for writing, we can we can like draft, we get drafting, writing, and also revise, editing, revise, and something like that. And for vocabulary, we can use methods such as the card flashcards to enhance our memory for the vocabularies. And for grammars, we can search it in songs and something like that that suit our styles or our preferences. And for translation, we can start to think in the second language to avoid mistakes. And after that, we have motivation. So motivation is actually can be created, mm, maintained, and also evaluated. In other words, we have choice motivation. So we choose to start doing the task, start doing the learning. And we have executive motivation. So we stay focused on that process, on that learning, on that task. And we have motivational retrospection. So we evaluate afterwards what we have been through. And after that, we have motivating learners. So as a teachers, you can do several things, maybe like providing a positive environment so the student will feel confident, engaged, and also comfortable to learn. And you can help them to like find their motivation, or find their styles or something like that to boost, or maybe by motivating it, like providing such an interesting interaction so they will have that motivation. And after that, we have motivational as relation. So our relationship will affect our motivation, highly affect our motivation. If we have good relationship with our teachers, our peers, or in our family, we will like have great motivation, greater motivation. Our motivation will last longer. And also, oh, positive environment will make us feel more confident and engaged. So when we are comfortable, we become confident, and we become confident, we tend to like learn uh, faster. And the last one is pedagogical implication. So for teachers, what you can do for your students is, as I have mentioned before, you provide the uh, positive environment for them, guide them to find their styles, providing interesting materials, and also like doing like visualization that makes them interesting, keep their motivation in learning language. Maybe that's all from me. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.